What's up, everybody? Yes, indeed, I am back, man. I'm back because that's what I do. I don't talk about it, I be about it. Well, anyways, people, if you guys are still struggling and not knowing where to get started on becoming the best version of yourself, whether it be in life itself or with your overall fitness journey, I know how to get you going, people. I've been there, done that. I've been from rock bottom, from homeless to owning my own property. And now I'm on top of my A game, and I stay on top of my A game. But anyways, people, with that being said, I'm going to bring you a real quick story back to Soledad, as usual. Okay, this story is about two individuals. I spoke about a certain individual earlier in one of my other videos. This person, they called him Diabla. It was chicks with dicks. Okay, so anyways, if you remember back when I told you that story, I was new to prison and I thought it was co-ed, and I was like, "Wow, shit, man, this is cool." But it wasn't. The older homie was just bullshitting with me. You know what I mean? Pulling my leg. But anyways, it is what it is. So I'm gonna fast forward a bit. I've already been there for a cool minute now. Okay, I got to know everybody. I mean, was it Lassen Hall? Yeah, Lassen Hall. I believe it was in Lassen Hall or Rainier Hall. One of those places right there. Well, anyways, there was a certain individual, as you already know, that went by the name Diabla. Well, there was another individual. He went by his name Diablo. My boy, Diablo. I don't know whatever happened to you, my boy, but all I know is you got beat down by a churujo. So anyways, that was a lesson to be learned, you know. Just because a person chooses to be a certain way as far as is their sexuality, doesn't mean that they're any less of a man than what you are. You know, you got to keep in mind that person still has nuts on them. You know, even, well, fuck, who knows nowadays? They'd be chopping the motherfuckers off probably. But anyways, that's here nor there. I'm bringing you this story because this person was warned, okay, not to be caught doing any type of foul play with this person. These two happened to sell up, okay, and the only reason why they were able to sell up is because they were from the same area. Okay, I'm not going to say what area they were from. If you did time with me back in that day in Soledad State Prison, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Okay, well, anyways, there was this one particular day when we came in from yard, normal rutina. Diablo, he was a loudmouth. Okay, he liked to get his clown on a lot, but he was a little bit too much, man. This guy goofed off doing certain things that he shouldn't have been doing. But anyways, I'm not going to speak on them things because those were very foolish, and he's lucky he just got a fucking beat down the way he did by his Cellie. Well, anyways, Diabla comes in from off the yard because obviously she used to stroll the yard with that other guy that went by the name Ice Cream. These two were perros, perritas, whatever you want to call them. You know what I mean? They were road dogs on their yard. But anyways, so we get back to the to our module right there. Shower time. We're gonna shower up and get ready to lock it up. That way we could get ready for chow. Okay, keep in mind, Diablo and Diabla, they're Sallies. Diablo has Diabla like a maid, I should say. Those ain't really the words that I want to choose to use, you know, but I'm going to keep it a little PG here because there's a lot of sensitive people out there, and I ain't trying to hurt anybody's feelings because, you know, I ain't got time to hold any of these kids' hands here on fucking Instagram or YouTube. My kids are already all grown, you know what I mean? I ain't got time for that shit no more. But anyways, and you guys know who I'm talking about out there with your little childish games that you guys be playing, trolls and all that shit, whatever you guys are. But anyways, yeah, so anyways, Diablo's in there doing his shower, but he has Diablo waiting on him. like a straight hyena, you know what I mean? Like a maid, man. And I'm like, I just trip on this shit. It's like, in my mind, the back of my mind, I said, this fool's doing something. He's got something more going on with this individual than he claims to be, that he's putting out there. He's doing shit that he's not supposed to be doing. Well, anyways, this individual decided to come at Diabla sideways. Now you got to keep in mind, man, like I said, this is during my time, yeah. Later on in time, all the gays and the funny bunnies were all moved off the yards. A lot of them were sent to Vacaville and shit, or wherever they were sent. I didn't keep track of that shit, Like I said, if that's the way their boat floated, oh, so be it. That's on them. But anyways, Diablo has Diabla running like a fucking maid, or basically like his old lady. You know what I mean? Like a bitch, straight up, man. Like a bitch. You know what I mean? Running, doing this, and that, and the bad thing about it, because you could tell that this individual had feelings for Diablo. It almost seemed like it was mutual, really, but it was none of my motherfucking business. I don't get involved in none of that funny shit. You know what I mean? I had to do what I needed to do necessary in order to make my stay there comfortable. But anyways, I know I say that word a lot, and I've heard other people say that. I repeat myself a lot. It is what it is. If you don't like it, bounce. Diablo came at Diabla incorrect. Came at him sideways. They got into a semi-little, what I would like to say, little fucking lover's quarrel, while Diablo made a mistake and backhanded Diabla and yelled at him. You got to keep in mind, yelled at him, not her. Diabla was a him. This individual was, you could tell, was filled with rage. Didn't do anything. Got his belongings. Went up to the third tier where they were housed at. I was housed there as well, maybe a few doors down from them. And went and waited for the unlock. Back in the days, if you're familiar with Soledad State Prison, they used to give you a key for your cell. I never had one, but there were some individuals that had keys to their cells. I guess they had access to going in and out of their cell during like day room time. You couldn't be roaming on the tiers. That was a no-no. It was either you were in the yard or that day room, and with us, it was mandatory to hit that yard. So anyways, Diabla took it back to the cell. It was yard recall now. Everybody got their shit packed up, went to go lock it up. Time to get ready for chow. You know what I mean? Of course, it was going to be cuenta, and then there was going to be chow time. Well, during count time, for those of you that are familiar with Soledad, there's a foghorn that goes off every afternoon, right before cuenta. Foghorn goes off, and during this foghorn, when it's going off, I hear a rumble. Someone's getting beat down. Someone is getting dealt with in their cell. And they use that foghorn to cover up all the sound and the screams. I could hear it because I live close by this individual. Well, long and behold, who do you think it was? Yes, indeed. Mr. Diablo played his motherfucking cards unwisely. Underestimated Mr. Diabla. Diabla, whatever he did to Diablo, that fool came out banged up, beat up from the feet up, covered with blood, being escorted out of there in handcuffs, of course, with his head down, and had to go through that walk of shame. On the other hand, Diabla came out like a motherfucking trooper. Head up high, with his dyed fucking Kool-Aid hair, cut off t-shirt, and Daisy Dukes. Strode out of there with pride. That fool put hands on his old man. I don't give a shit what anybody says. There was more going on in that cell that was supposed to have been going on. They were only allowed to live together because they were supposedly from the same area, and I will never say what area they were from, because there's a lot of real ones that do come out of that area, as far as other areas as well. But anyways, people, I wanted to bring you a quick little story back to Soledad, and just wanted to bring to your attention, never underestimate the next man, especially if that motherfucker's chicks with dicks. They still have nuts, and some of them got chunkums. Now, with that being said, people, you already know, if you're still struggling and not knowing how to get started, you need to get at me. You could email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com, or you could go to my Instagram and leave me a DM that says fitness, and I will get back to you. I will accept your request, and we will jump on a phone call, chop it up, and discuss your goals, your fitness, and where you want to be at in life. I will build you that bulletproof plan that will get you to reach your goals. Trust and believe. I have that bulletproof blueprint. I have many team members that I've helped out. Team members that came in broken and that are now on top of their game. So with that being said, get up and get yours. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, people. Let's do this.